All right, I got part 2 of a video of my best fresh scents that I'm gonna miss coming up. Hey everyone, I'm Dave with Fragrance Pros, of course your best source for everything fragrance related. Today I have a video that is part 2 of my most missed fresh scents. I made it pretty long, a long list last time. There was just a great list, a lot of new fresh scents that I got this year. I wanted to feature everything, so I wanted to kind of extend it, make a part 2. That's where we're going. Don't forget to subscribe. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get to the choices. All right, so the first 2 we're going to be talking about are from the house of Frapin. Now, I featured these on a recent video about Frapin. If you want to go watch my full thoughts, I'll have a link to my video up there. But the first 2 are Luministe and Isle of Man. I know Luministe is one of their more popular fragrances, and it is truly fantastic. Luministe, to me, is like a grown-up citrus fragrance. That's how I would describe it. It has notes of lemon and bergamot and gin, juniper, pink berries, tonka. Those are kind of the main notes that I get out of this. And as I said, to me, it kind of is a grown-up, citrusy, somewhat boozy type of scent. Now, this is kind of known for not lasting a whole long time, but on me, it lasts about 6 hours tops, and I'm okay with that. Next is Isle of Man, and Isle of Man was one that I was curious about, but wasn't sure if I would like it, but I really enjoy this a lot. Again, this is another fantastic fresh scent that kind of is in between kind of a citrusy scent, maybe an aromatic, fruity type of scent. Some of the notes in this are grapefruit, bitter orange, basil, salt, freesia, violet, ironwood, vetiver, and musk. And to me, this comes across almost like a fig scent, kind of. I get some of the other notes in there. I get the citrus and I get the vetiver in this, but it has almost this aromatic, fruity type of thing that I really enjoy. It's on the greener side. It's very interesting, very likable, and I love it. Definitely check out both of these from Frapin. Next is Fig Man by the house of Carner Barcelona, and this is another house that I've heard a lot about, heard great things about, but really haven't delved too much into the line. But I got to try this year, and I really like it a lot. As the name suggests, it is a fig scent. Now, some of the main notes I get out of this are bergamot, cardamom, and fig, with some salty notes in there, and then some woods in the background. And to me, this reminds me a lot of just a great beach type of scent that has this kind of salty, almost sandy type of scent and feel, kind of musky. The fig brings almost a coconut type of feel and smell. It is salty, and then it dries down into kind of a woodier type of base. It's an excellent scent that truly does remind me of the beach in all the best ways. So yeah, definitely check out Fig Man if you're missing the summer. Next is Brevido della Caccia from the house of Argos. Now, I did a review of a few of their fragrances. I love this line. It's fantastic. The line takes influences and inspiration from Greek and Roman mythology, which I think is really cool. And their bottles are second to none. They are truly the best bottles I've ever seen. I mean, I would buy this empty. But their scents are just as good as their bottles, and that's one reason why I truly love this line a lot. Now, Triumph of Bacchus kind of gets the lion's share of the hype from the line, but there are others in the line that I think are great as well, and this is one of them. Brevido della Caccia is not truly a fresh scent, but I think this works great in the summer months for kind of formal and night type of use there. Some of the notes that I get in this are juniper, clary sage, pink pepper, iris, leather, and birch. And it is a smokier, leathery type of vetiver type of scent that is wonderful as one of those statement type of pieces. I think this works great in a lot of different seasons, but this is one that I really liked a lot in the summer. But definitely don't sleep on Argos, goodness. The next 2 are from the house of Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. They're a brand that I've really gotten to dive into over the last couple of years. And truly, I could go on and on and on about Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements and make an entire video about them. And actually, I have done that. So why don't you go and watch that up in the top right corner? Why haven't you done that? All jokes aside, they have wonderful scents, and the first one that I'm going to be talking about is a limited release that is called Son of a Honeysuckle. Now, this is not available anymore. It's only available in the summer months, which is one reason why I really miss it. But Son of a Honeysuckle is truly the best honeysuckle scent I have ever tried, and it's a masculine type of scent, which is even more rare. Now, this has a lot of honeysuckle, of course, at the top, but it's also green, very aromatic, and it's very strong. Now, I have the aftershave, but these are all available. All of their scents are available as eau de parfums as well. I think one way I could describe this is maybe the honeysuckle version of Creed Windsor or Royal Mayfair. What Creed did with rose and those scents, Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements has kind of done with honeysuckle here. It's amazing, so definitely check it out when you can. Next from them that I love is Future Fiction. Now this is not a new scent with me, but I got a lot of wear out of it this last summer. It reminds me maybe of the best versions of 90s fresh scents, and so that's very appealing to me. Some of the notes in this are citrus and musk and ginger, white pepper, vetiver, and woods, among others. And it's very, very, very good. One of the best kind of mainstream fresh type of scents, but elevated and really smooth. I actually have this in the soaps and the shampoos. It's just one of my favorites from them. It's amazing. So yeah, definitely check out Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements if you haven't already. Now my next 3 scents are going to be by the House of Banana Republic. Banana Republic is kind of hit or miss with me, but these 3 scents I think are very, very good. The first 2 are Grassland and Metal Rain, and I've done a review of that with Chris from Fragmental, which I really love his channel too. You can go and watch that up in the top right corner. These 2 are definitely inspired by Creed, but they're not exactly clones. Grassland is kind of in the Green Irish Tweed realm. It's green and soapy and herbal, but it doesn't exactly smell just like Green Irish Tweed. But you can definitely tell it takes some inspiration there. Metal Rain is a similar type of inspiration, but with Silver Mountain Water, I feel. But I get a little bit more metallic type of notes there, and a little bit sharper, and maybe even a little bit more musky, but it's a similar type of scent overall. But I really like these 2 for what they are. I think they've done something really interesting with these, and so I like these a lot. The third one is Black Walnut Legend, and this one is not pulling any punches. It smells straight up like Creed Aventus. But the reason I bring this one up is because I think this is easier to find in a lot of different malls, especially if they have Banana Republics. You could probably find this easily on sale certain places. And I do think that it smells very good for an Aventus type of clone. Now it shares a lot of the similarities that Aventus clones have, and that it doesn't smell exactly like Creed Aventus. It's missing this certain nugget of Aventus that no clones can really copy. And it still smells great. I mean, I love Aventus, and I love this scent, so I can just recommend it highly. Next is Curacao Bay by Jacques Fath Paris. I just got this summer, and I've been very excited about this one. This is very much in the marine, sea salty accord type of range. But sometimes with these marine type of scents, they can sometimes smell a little flat, and they don't have a lot of freshness to them. This is not that. This is very fresh. It smells very likable as that. I love this. It doesn't exactly smell like the beach. It doesn't exactly smell like salt water. It smells like just a nice perfume that is inspired by beach wear. Great for everyday use. Love it. Curacao Bay. Next is Bentley Silver Lake for men, or maybe it's for men Silver Lake. I'm not really sure, but it's the newest Bentley fragrance, and I'm actually going to have a full review of this coming up with a special guest, so stay tuned for that. To me, what this really reminds me of is CK1 by Calvin Klein mixed with Acqua Dos Acores by Armani. It's those 2 mixed together, almost like a 1-for-1 type of mix. That's exactly what it smells like to me. At the top, you get that kind of citrusy, very pleasant type of smell that you get from CK1. Then as it dries, it loses that kind of vibrancy and then goes more into that kind of Acqua Dos Acores kind of heart. I think it's a great fresh scent, and I like that it's a little bit different than those 2 scents by themselves. It kind of smells like a mixture of both of them, so that is, in a way, kind of a unique type of spin on it. But it's a great fresh scent. Definitely check out Silver Lake from Bentley. Next is Navitus by Navitus Parfums. Now this line, of course, is the line that was started by Steven from Redolescence, and I really like the line a lot. I have my full thoughts and review of the line up here. You can go and watch that in the top right corner. But this one is a sweet, citrusy scent with a lot of vibrancy, but there's also a softness and roundness to the citrus that is very, very pleasant, and sometimes uncommon with bright, citrusy type of scents. But yes, definitely my favorite from the line. Definitely check out Navitus by Navitus Parfums. Next is Azul from the house of Acqua Dos Acores. And this house is actually from the Azores, which is, I think, very interesting. And Azul is one of their fresher scents. It's a very intriguing and interesting type of scent. It isn't exactly a marine type of scent, though you might describe it as that. It has the salty, ozonic type of accords. But it's those other notes like cypress, clary sage, and geranium that kind of change it into something else. And I definitely think you need to check this out, just to try it at least, because it's so interesting and cool. Definitely check out Azul. Next is Them by the House of Neandertal. Now, Neandertal is again another line that I really like. I've talked about them a little bit on the channel before, and I've mentioned them a few times. But their newest line is 2 fragrances called Us and Them. Us is kind of a darker type of scent that is very interesting, and I'll talk about that more later. But Them is their kind of fresher type of scent. I mean fresh in kind of an abstract way. This is a little bit skin-like, leathery, musky, clean. There's almost like a suede type of note in this. Neandertal is truly making scents that I have never experienced before, and that's why I really love them. And plus, their bottles are gorgeous as well. But Them is a really wonderful, fresher type of scent that is, I think, great in a lot of different seasons as well, but I really liked it in the summer, especially at nighttime. But definitely check them out. All right, the next two are from the house of Tumi. Now, Tumi, of course, is a luggage company, and they just came out with a line of 2 fragrances that are pretty interesting, and I think they're pretty good too. One of the cooler things about their fragrances is that their bottles are great, and their caps are the best caps I've ever tried. The caps have these wheel locks on the top that locks the cap into place, but it's a great feature. Now, the scents themselves are also pretty good. Awaken, I think, is the fresher option from them, and definitely smells to me kind of in the realm of maybe L'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent. It's not exactly the same, but that gets you kind of in the ballpark. It is gingery and citrusy. It's a little bit more watery, a little bit more fresh and clean than L'Homme, but it is in that style of fragrance. It's an absolutely fabulous type of everyday wear type of fresh scent, and I really like this a lot. Definitely check out Awaken. Their next scent is called Unwind, and it has the same great bottle and cap design, and this one smells like something that I've tried before, but I can't exactly place what it is. But it is another one that is on the fresher side. It has a beautiful lavender, geranium, sage heart that is very, very pleasant. And then it dries down into more of a kind of woodier, herbal type of thing that is great. I do think that this is one of those fragrances that you can wear on maybe summer nights. Definitely go check out both of these from the house of Tumi. And last but certainly not least are 2 fragrances from the house of Parfums 06130. Now, first of all, let's just take a second to appreciate these bottles because they are absolutely gorgeous. I love these bottles. The reason why they're kind of that purple pink color is that these are resistant to UV light, which I think is fantastic. They're thick glass, and of course they have those beautiful hand-cut silk tassels on the side there, which is a nice touch. Now, I have this whole line. This whole line is fantastic, and it kind of reminds me of maybe the style of Hermes from the Hermescence line. It has a very delicate, very kind of refined, put together type of formula to their fragrances, and they're exquisite. The first one is Honoré. Honoré is a great mixture of kind of aromatic, citrus, and herbal components. It has notes of citrus, artemisia, white musk, mint, jasmine, and some woody notes. It's a wonderful green, herbal type of scent that is great in the warmer weather. Love it. Next is Helichrys, and this one is very, very citrusy and lemonade-like, rindy. Some of the notes are citruses, rosemary, thyme, musk, and woody notes. This one is on the lighter side, but I really like it for that. I think there's a place for certain lighter type of fragrances, and this is just one of the best. I absolutely love this citrus scent. It's great. And I said 2, but I'm going to mention a third one too, and this one is Admiral de Grasse. And Admiral de Grasse is such an interesting take on the sea salt marine type of scent. Some of the notes in here are herbal notes, citruses, seaweed, jasmine, white musk, sea notes, and oak moss. It's very, very green, and I think that's really what sets it apart here. It's such a great bitter green scent with some added kind of fullness from that sea type of smell. I don't think that you would know that it was one of those marine type of scents without reading the list of notes, and I think that's why I really like it a lot. But I love this line. Definitely check out Parfums 06130. Probably that's not how you pronounce it in French, but whatever. Great line. Go check out those 3 at the very least. Thanks again for watching. What are some of your best fresh scents that you'll miss? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And of course, as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you for it. I'll see you next time. I'm Dave with Fragrance Bros. Bye.